This article comes from the September 1970 issue of IronMan Magazine, volume 29, number 6. Casey Viator, Teenage Mr. America. Perhaps we should start this story by saying that Casey Viator was a skinny weakling all his life, but we can't do that in all truthfulness, as Casey, though no super child, was a husky boy, enjoying good health and being quite active in his early years. Born in 1951 on September 4th, Casey came of good stock and with a father and mother who were perhaps a little above average in physique and strength. Casey is of Spanish descent a long time back. He therefore inherits a good skin tone and good looks, so much a part of the Spanish people. Casey saw the light of day in Lafayette, Louisiana, but at the age of 2, moved with his parents to New Iberia, Louisiana. He had the usual childhood, and at 13 years of age, he weighed 150 at 5'6", and thus was quite a husky boy. Because he wanted to excel at football and track, he started training on weights. Because he had no one to guide him, he made many training mistakes and his progress was slow. His early training was almost entirely on the 3 Olympic lifts, and he participated in some local contests, but because of his youth and lack of proper guidance, he made no sensational lifts. I believe he said he played 2 seasons of football. One day he picked up a copy of Iron Man, which had a photo of Ken McCord on the cover, and inside were the training programs of Ken. Casey then and there decided that this is what he wanted to look like, and he started on the routines of Ken given in that issue. From that time on, bodybuilding became the burning ambition of Casey Viator, and football and lifting fell by the way. He says that when his arms started getting muscular and gaining in size, he was really stimulated to go all out for bodybuilding. This is the case with most young bodybuilders. Big arms mean a big deal to them, and probably a man with big muscular arms is more inspiring to them than anything else. Probably his preoccupation with big arms slowed his progress as his gains were still slow, and he gained 10 pounds the first year when training alone. In 1967, he entered his first contest at the age of 16, and he won the Junior Mr. New Orleans title. He then entered some more important contests, but did not place too high in these. He was still training hard and gaining slowly, and last year at a body weight of 183, he entered and won the Teenage Mr. America at the contest in Des Moines, Iowa. This was a great moment in his life, and since then he has been training hard and under the guidance of Mr. America Boyer Coe, has made very great progress in the past year, and his appearance was so improved that people could hardly believe it was the same man. In the last year, he has won the Mr. Southern AAU, Mr. Baton Rouge, Mr. East Texas, Mr. Tri-State, Mr. Gulf Coast, and all the subdivisions, and Mr. Houston. He was now weighing 195. His most recent victory was a 3rd place at the Senior Mr. America in Los Angeles. We have never seen a more surprised or happier boy than was Casey Viator, as his name was called for 3rd place for Mr. America. He was unbelieving. I think Casey created more comment than any other athlete in the contest because of his rapid improvement over last year and his huge bulk, outstanding symmetry, and fine definition. His overall size is unbelievable. Like his trainer, Boyer Coe, he doesn't give much consideration to measurements, so we'll have to leave these until later. We will state that he has one of the largest arms in the world today. Casey weighed a hard, muscular 203 at the Mr. America contest, and today, because of a special program he is on, which he will tell you about at a later date, he weighs 208, and his arms are much larger than ever. His height is 5'8.5". You will be truly amazed at this young fellow when you see him at future contests. At 18, he has one of the best in the country. What will he look like in another 5 years? We asked Casey what he attributed his recent progress to. He replied that he felt that harder training and better diet were the reasons. In fact, he now feels that he probably is training too hard and would have made better gains on a lighter program. He has been training 7 days a week on a split routine. Prior to the Mr. America, he was doing 30 sets per muscle group. On Mondays, he worked the biceps and chest. On Tuesdays, he would work the legs and abdominals. On Wednesdays, he would work the lats and triceps. On Thursday, he would do the same as Monday. And on Friday, the same as Tuesday. Saturday, the same as Wednesday. And on Sunday, he would work forearms and traps. Calves, which are difficult for him, were worked 5 days a week. From the above, you can see that he was working very hard. It is inconceivable that a man could work that much and do 30 sets. At the present time, he is back on an every other day workout schedule with a special program and greatly reduced working time, and results are coming amazingly fast. However, at present, we're not permitted to tell you how he is working. His nutrition program has been varied and he has tried many different systems. He uses some supplements, especially vitamin and mineral supplements. He has found commercial protein, but has found his best gains have been on a mixture of powdered milk and raw eggs beaten up together and some flavoring added. Casey eats a lot of protein foods such as fish, eggs, meat, and poultry. Like many bodybuilders, he stays away from vegetables and fruits because of their carbohydrate content, which he feels tends to add fat. Casey also tells us that he eats 6 small meals per day rather than 3 big ones, or as he put it, I snack all day long, and he has a good protein drink before bedtime. Casey Viator lives an uncomplicated, happy life. He is a young fellow with a rather shy, friendly personality, and everyone likes him. He doesn't go for exotic foods, diets, or fancy exercises, but as he says, I just eat good everyday foods and use the standard exercises. With 5 sisters and 1 brother, Casey comes from a good-sized family. He has just graduated from high school and he hopes to attend college in Lafayette this fall, and he thinks he may take business management, though he's not just sure what he wants to do in life as yet. Just now, his hobby, as you may have guessed, is bodybuilding, and this takes much of his time and interest. And his ambition is to win the Mr. America and the Mr. Universe, and we think he will do it, and perhaps at a younger age than any other man. Oh yes, Casey says he likes girls too. This is only the beginning of the story of Casey Viator. We know we will bring you many more stories on his progress, of his continued victories, and of his training methods.